I mean, maybe you can say a little more about that because I was wondering about identity, thinking about language and identity, right? And, your journey from being a freshman in college to now, what kind of role has that, you've said a little bit of, maybe you can say a little bit more about, your experience using language to express your identity.
Well, especially just to jump in, like you've cultivated a public identity, right? And that's what we look at in the profile chapter. Like, how do the decisions we make about representation and about language choice, how are we able to position ourselves and also do that? And I mean, you've just talked about this throughout in light of larger communities that we are invested in and that we're, committed to.
Um, so, and this is something I even preach in the company as well. Who are you? That ultimately determines everything else that you do. If you don't know who you are, then your language is going to reflect that. Your actions are going to reflect that. How you're treated in the public space is going to reflect that. In the 7 years since I've actually, wrote that paper and been a part of that work, I've went through a phase of truly finding out who I am, what I like, my interests, things of that nature. And even at that time, when I had an idea, but I really didn't have an idea, if that makes sense. But more to the question, I think that identity is one of the most important things when it comes to just, especially writing. When you understand who you are and what influences you and what really gets you excited, you're then able to tailor writings that reflect that. So whether that, for example, if like in the Mob Q Records piece, right, we were big about community and family. Like even though we would be like arguing siblings, right? At the end of the day, we were about the togetherness. And if someone else came in and tried to disrupt that family camaraderie, then obviously we would band together and make sure that the situation was taken care of, whatever way that looked, right? So
You do